for the great session. Uh, I see a few questions from our audience. Uh, how effective are translation tools versus an actual human translator?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm really glad to be here. And I really enjoy doing the talk on content translation. Coming back to your question, how effective they are, it is done by AI algorithm. Okay, and AI is sophisticated. So you can imagine translating tools are very good in translating the literal content. But it is just that, like I said, it's a literal translation. So if I give you an example, hey, hello could be hey, but if you translate that in Gujarati, it could be kem cho, which you again translate, it's gonna be how are you. So you see, there won't be nuance. So if you want to go for the effective translation, yes, it helps you to go for understand the meaning. But when we're talking about the business, I think nuance is very important, and you have to be very razor sharp. And in that, I think hiring a translator, or might I add, a senior translator who understands marketing as well, would be very beneficial. If you're a small business and considering about translating, then I would suggest go for these tools because they help you put out the meaning out. But don't just stick to one translating tool. Go for at least three, so that you can try to differentiate and give out the emotional aspect of your content and add it seamlessly in your business communication. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, you are. It all makes sense. When it comes to marketing, you need to connect on an emotional level with the audience. And as you said, the nuance is lost with translation tools. So you do need human translators. Okay, we'll have the next question. Mm, How important is translation for a large scale business as compared to local businesses?
I think translation is very important, especially I would say for a smaller business, it would be a little expensive. If I go back a little and look at your question, you said, should one hire a translator or just opt for tools? So a business already has an edge. They have capital and they have the ability to hire good translators. So I think it is very important that they invest in something that can play huge role in increasing their market share, and which has a potential to pay dividends in the long run. So you should understand that investing in content translation is a long game. You're not going to get returns right away, which is why a major business, a big business, can definitely invest and give an edge, because these small businesses are going to be a competition for them. So it's better they are on their toes.
Yep, makes sense. And I remember you mentioned the KPMG report in your talk. So how true are the predictions? How well is it going? Uh, the report mentioned that translation to local languages is on the rise and will be huge by 2021. So how true is it? How's
Well,
it going? Yep.
yeah, that's a good question. I based my entire talk after being inspired by that research paper, and of course my personal experience, and of course by being part of WordPress community, which really gives prominence to local languages. So yeah, these are the factors that inspired me. So your question. Well, this report was made way back in 2017. Well, a lot of things, a lot of events didn't happen, and still it looked promising. Still in 2017, the scope for regional languages was promising. Today, due to a lot of things, a strong digital push, everyone is online. And not everyone speaks English like you and me. There are even English speakers who require help in understanding a lot of languages, a lot of the nuance and things. So I think today more than ever, it is true. And if businesses can keep up, I don't think a lot of business understand the potential it has. So I would say there is potential. It is true. it's for the small and big business to really take notice and act on it.
Makes sense. Thank you. We have one more question, and this is more directly related to the WordPress community. So, what does translation mean for the open web in India?
I think translation goes beyond just digital, but because everything is in digital, everything is in open web, it is even more important. Like it is communication. Content is basically communication, and if you want to share your idea, I think open web is the best way. So it means, I don't know how to measure it and tell you, but it means a lot. You can share your research papers, you can share your publications in different language that can reach a lot of people. I think ebook also counts for that. Free ebooks and blogs, the oldest form of a diary, but it has totally revamped its meaning right now, and it's making a lot of business. It's actually a sole business way for a lot of people through monetized subscriptions. Okay, so I think for coming back to the open web, yes, there's a lot of potential, and it means you're equipping your audience with knowledge, and that is powerful. So yeah.
Thank you, Ferry. Um, I We don't have any more questions. Thank you for the great session. We'll close it here.
Okay,
Thank you, Ferry.
thank you so much for having me.